Did you just compete in a physique or bodybuilding or bikini show? Want to know how to come out of it properly? Watch this.
All right, our next caller is Christopher from New York.
Excellent. How can we help you, man?
Hey guys, thanks for having me. Appreciate that. I'm just I'll read over what I have here just so I don't miss anything out. I stumbled onto you guys about 3 months ago. I heard how you were railing against CrossFit. I love that. So I really got hooked.
My kind of guy here.
I got hooked, and I listened to you guys almost every day. All the past ones, all the new ones. It's really great. Here's my background. I'm 52 years old. I'm 5'8". I'm currently about 141, 142 pounds. I'm a captain with the New York City Fire Department for the past 20 years. I also do a lot of fitness training at the Fire Academy with up-and-coming firefighters. I share a lot of your information with them, hundreds of candidates. I give a lot of your take on fitness and how they can get better. I do a little personal training on the outside. I recently worked with LA Fitness. So here's what's going on. I've been competing in powerlifting for the last about 20 years. I've also been competing in natural bodybuilding for the last 5 years. I earned pro cards in bodybuilding, men's physique, open and masters. A week and a half ago, I competed in my 12th show. I prepped for about 10 months. I lost about 28 pounds. I got to about 3% body fat, and my stage weight was 137 pounds, a little lean. Now the show's over, I want to move focus back to powerlifting. I just can't do this to myself anymore. I put myself through a lot. I'm older and my family can't stand it. So I like powerlifting much more. I'd like to get back into it. Like you always say, I love the journey more than the goal. So it's kind of like losing its luster for me, bodybuilding part of it. My nutrition, for the last year, I followed a whole food, plant-based diet with little or no processed food. It works for me. It's very sustainable. I know how you got it, but it seems to be a natural for me. My calories 6 weeks before the show, I was around 1,800 calories. Since then, I've been reverse dieting at about 2,500 calories. A protein, like you suggest, is 0.8 per body weight but sometimes I get at least that, probably more. My activity, my steps average between 15 to 18,000 steps per day. Cardio, the only cardio I've done in the past year is just walking. I take Sal's advice. I walk in the rain, snow, cold, you name it. I make sure I get that walk outside. I'm currently doing the MAP split. I responded well. It helped me for the show. So that program worked really well for me. Medically, I'm hypothyroid, extremely sensitive to cold, probably because of the thyroid. I have sleep apnea. I need to get a blood test because I know my testosterone is sinking down, and also my strength is. I have no physical limitations. I've studied and practiced powerlifting. I worked with a coach in the past. I also have a certification in powerlifting myself. But I do feel that I have lost my mind muscle connection to those lifts. It doesn't feel the same as it used to, and probably because I've drifted off a little bit. Supplements. In the past year, really all I was taking was just multivitamins. About a week ago, I had suggestions, creatine, BCAAs, and a protein supplement. My training, I train exclusively at home and at work. I train every day. I like to train at 4 a.m. I know people I work with think I'm crazy, but I find it soothing, and I find it works for me. Then I follow that by my walks. I know my sleep is a problem. I have sleep apnea. I always have to use the bathroom in the middle of the night. Trying to sleep in the firehouse is almost impossible. And workouts. But since the show, my quality sleep got better. Since after the show, my quality sleep is much better than it was, and I feel it's better on the plant-based diet. And that leads me to my question. My question is, what's your advice in transitioning my focus from bodybuilding back to powerlifting? And do you think MAPS Strong with MAPS Powerlift is the way to go?
I like MAPS Power. Well, two things. First off, I appreciate what you do at the fire department there. We're always very appreciative of that work and the lives you guys save. So thank you for that. But let's address the question. First of all, you got everything dialed in. You know what you're doing. You've done this for a long time. I think MAPS Powerlift would be a great program. You're on the reverse diet. You're going in the right direction. here's the advice I'm going to give you. I think you should work with a functional medicine practitioner to address the hyperthyroid and the sleep apnea and the health stuff and the hormone stuff. I think that's going to give you the biggest bang for your buck in terms of, adding something new that's going to give you pay you back some dividends. I really think that would be a good idea. We have a forum.
I do go to an endocrinologist for the thyroid. He evaluates me. Actually, it's coming up soon, but he does evaluate me for the hypothyroid.
So it's different than so an endocrinologist, they're very good with the hormones. Obviously, they're the best in the world with that. But a functional medicine practitioner, what they do is they look at the entire picture and how things are working together, and they'll work with your hormone specialist, your hormone doctor. So there may be some things that you're missing that you're not quite sure of, which is why I'm going to recommend going to a functional medicine
Not only
practitioner.
that, but an endo will always try and here's a prescription, you're lacking this, here's this hormone to fix this, versus a functional practitioner will look at it and go, wait, there's some holistic things that we may be able to do first. Maybe we can increase magnesium here, or add some zinc, or work on.
Maybe you got heavy metal. I mean, maybe they'll find something, maybe they won't. But based on what you're telling me, that's the only new direction I would put you, because otherwise, your shit. I mean, I can tell by what you're saying, how you've competed,
you're certified, and all these things.
You've been training a long time. You know your stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell you anything in fitness and really with nutrition that I think is going to blow your mind or surprise you. I think I'm going to tell you stuff you already know. But the functional medicine practitioner, unless you've worked with one before, I think you might. There may be some value there. Now, maybe not. Maybe you go and they're like, "Oh, everything's perfect."
I did work with somebody, but they prescribed the testosterone cream. I didn't feel good about it. I didn't like it. I felt like they talked me into it. I don't think they really.
Yeah. So the functional medicine practitioners that we would recommend don't recommend hormones. They're not hormone specialists. They would recommend you to a hormone specialist if they thought that was the direction you needed to go. So we have a forum on Facebook. It's free. It's mpholistichealth.com. Go there, ask some questions. And if you like, so we've gone through and we've said these are the best people, some of the best people that we think people can work with. Ask some questions, see what you think, because there's really nothing much else I could tell you that I think will help you aside from going in that direction.
And your question about powerlift and strong, I would say, yeah, they both are going to work for you. So I'd run powerlift first, run strong, and then go back to powerlift. If you're trying to time a meet, I would run it like that, right? So I would go, obviously you want to run powerlift. Powerlift is designed to get you ready for a meet. So if you had a meet in mind, make sure you're running powerlift, but toggling back and forth between powerlift and strong will be a great program to work on the big lifts that you want to get strong.
Yeah, but to be honest, you're certified in powerlifting training. You've been doing it for a while. You competed. I would look at MAPS Powerlift and then I would modify it based off of what you know about your body. Because remember, it's a program we wrote for the general audience, but you've got a lot of experience and you're going to look at it and you're probably going to say, you know what, that doesn't work too well for me. I've done it before. I think I want to add a set here, take one off there. So that's what I'll recommend as well. Typically, I tell someone to follow it to a T, but someone with your experience and knowledge, I would say, look at it as a framework and then modify it based off of what you know about your body.
Yeah, you know a lot about the performance end of everything. And I think that, like Sal's right in terms of that. We don't have a whole lot of suggestion in that direction, but like just taking care of your body, like from a holistic health perspective, I think just peering into that, leaning into that a little bit further, with some of these issues, the apnea and everything else, I think would be massively beneficial for your long-term, performance and everything else that you're involved in.
Yeah, and at the bare minimum, getting into that free form, it's free. And Dr. Cabral comes in there every other week and does live questions. So you get a chance to interact with him for free. And then maybe do some of the tests, do some of the hair test and blood work.
I've done that in the past.
You have?
Okay, good.
I have done that. I saw that the foods that I have a high sensitivity to and metals and stuff like that. I have done that.
Okay. How long ago was that?
Maybe 2 years ago.
Okay. Yeah, I try to do it every year, just because things can change. Like, for example, I saw that I had some mercury in my blood, which when I tested before, I didn't have that. So obviously something I'm exposed to something that's causing a little bit of a mercury buildup in my system. So now I'm following a protocol to get rid of that. But look, here's the deal. You may find that you're doing everything right, But my point is, of all the directions I could point to you towards that for potential benefit, that'd be the one. I don't think me coaching you on powerlifting is going to benefit you more than maybe what you already know. I don't think I'm going to, help you with nutrition unless I really break down your diet, but that would be a whole hour, you and I, having a conversation. There's not much I can advise to you where I think the dividends could be valuable, except for what I said with functional medicine. That doesn't mean that you're going to find anything new or cool or anything that's going to help you, but it's the potential is the highest in that direction just based off of what you told us.
Yeah, all in all, man, you're kicking ass. I just had Doug do a screenshot of your thing. It's now my wallpaper. So this is my goal. You're my goal for 52 years old, bro.
Yeah,
so
man.
you're winning.
Thank you.
You're winning, dog.
Yeah, there's some, I don't know.
Thank you, guys.
That's creepy that you put pictures of guys in there.
Hey, it's his thing. Leave him alone.
Yeah. So I hope that helps you out a little bit. Do you have MAPS Powerlift or MAPS Strong, Chris?
I don't.
All right, I'll send over MAPS Powerlift to you. Okay.
All right, appreciate that. That was very nice of you. Thank you, guys.
You got it, my
Appreciate
friend.
that.
And again, thanks for what you do, man. Keep saving lives out
keep
there.
All right,
spreading the word.
thank you. I appreciate
Awesome.
that.
Thank
Thanks
you,
for all
Chris.
you do. I appreciate that too.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay. Bye.
Yeah, I mean, not that, again, I want to emphasize this, not that a functional medicine practitioner is going to find anything,
Right.
but of all the areas I could point him to, based on what he said, the
motherfucker's
potential-
dialed, bro.
Yeah.
I know. That's why it's hard. It's like, dude, you
I think he came on just to flex.
probably that.
Just to let us know. Yo, I'm
Well,
52.
he didn't have power lifts,
I've
so
done
I
this.
guess
I've
that's
done
good.
that. I mean, he looks.
I'm certified. I've been doing this for a long time. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
I'm reverse
no.
dieting.
I
real
mean,
slowly.
he's
killing it.
He's killing it. He looks phenomenal for his age. He's got good bow. I mean, he's got a lot of things going for him, man.
Yeah.
So I agree. I think that
The potential's the highest there is all I'm saying. Because it sounds like that would be the place that he would be least likely to look or to change or modify anything is in that kind of holistic space. And who knows? They might find something that he had no idea and be like, oh, wow, that's going to make a big difference,
yeah, he's got more. He's at 12 shows under his belt. That's double what I have.
Yeah.
So that's a long time. I mean, I could totally feel for his family. And he was saying that, like how they
don't like it.
Yeah. No, that was the one thing about competing. It was such a selfish sport that I was pretty lame to be around. I didn't want to do. That's why it was so easy for me to walk away. As much as I loved doing it and loved the journey and the process of it, how taxing
so
it
selfish,
was.
right?
It is very selfish, and you'd make a lot of sacrifice on social things that I think that are important.
Yep.